What's up, guys? All right, in today's video, I got a big problem. I've got a propane leak. Now, let me say this, guys. I was not comfortable with doing this repair because it had to do with propane. I wasn't quite sure what I was doing, so I decided to take it to a professional. But in this video, you're going to see step by step how they were able to make the repair. So you're going to have to make your own judgment if this is something you want to try by yourself. Personally, I would recommend taking it to the professionals. And I'll tell you what, if you're in the Denver metro area, the guys at AAA Propane, they know exactly what they're doing. All right, guys, let's get into it. The problem today is that when I try to turn on the propane there, propane starts spraying out of this nozzle right here. And luckily it stopped spraying out when I closed it. Now, this is something I am not going to mess with. I'm not going to fool around with gas. So I found a place here in Denver, and we're going to go take the RV there. We'll see what they can do. And you're able to do it without having to drain the tank?
Yep. There's a little flow check built into this, into the tank. And if an excessive amount of gas is leaving it, it's got a little ball and a spring in there, and it brings itself shut, and it shuts off a majority of the gas.
Okay.
So let's just pop these guys off. Plastic rivet, you know what it really is. This is left-hand threads at the tank like that. Okay. Take that off. That way when we're done, we can do an inspection on it. Okay, back to the handle. I'll show you here just real quick. Just briefly. So if I open real slow, you got quite a bit of gas coming out, right?
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah, see how it shuts that all down?
Right.
Okay. Now, this is left-hand thread. Take that out. Get ready for my new one first. Put a small amount of pipe dope on my thread. Just for the next guy. Sometimes they'll seize up. Let's put this little sealer on there. See? Take it out. That safety check's out. So now we know our safety check is working good. Get back up. Left-hand threads again. New handle. See how easy that is?
Yeah.
I want to show you something. Maybe you already know this, but you see these little notches cut in these brass corners right here? That's generally a left-hand thread indicator. Okay. I got them here, but also on my bonnet. They're the same thing. They're on here. They're kind of hard to see just because it's dirty, but you see these little notches on the corners?
Yeah, yeah.
That's usually a left-hand thread indicator on brass pieces like this, okay?
Okay.
So just pointing that out to you for your video followers, you know, maybe a little information will help them out.
Yeah, that's great to know.
Okay, so now we're just going to hook our regulator back up just the way it is right now. Like I say, left-hand thread indicator. And when I tighten this up, I want to make sure my vent that's on my regulator is down. So we don't want this in any other orientation. Okay, you want any water or anything settle in this, something like that. So the vent has to be down.
Okay.
Okay, snug up here and take my new handle. And always want to make sure that you open it up very slowly. Since we've opened the system up now, we've got no pressure in it, we don't want to open real fast and have that flow check set off. There's one built in this brass piece as well. Okay. So there's two in line, one in the valve, one in the fixture. So when you open your tank up in your propane tank, you should always go really, really slow. Anytime you have a pressurized cylinder like this, when you're introducing the pressure into the system, it's better to just do it real gradual. It's better for the regulator, the whole system.
Okay.
Anything that absorbs a surge. So now I'm just got that opened up. Now I'm just going to take some soap and water.
You got anything on?
You shouldn't have.
Well, you got either a leak or something.
There it is. So we got a leak.
Okay.
So we're going to fix that.
I can hear it from back here.
Go grab.
Let me make sure that's on here.
You got good hearing. I didn't hear it either.
I am the leak hound.
Go get me the. Go get me that.
Get
Get me the socket, please. That's why I don't put the cover on, so that once I do this and I can find a leak like this and I can fix it while we're here. Okay.
Right. No. Perfect.
Okay. That just takes a 11/16 6-point socket, fits on there, the hex drive. That way you can see how to get them on and off. This particular case, it has a flat source right here if you just had an end wrench or something like that. But we like to use the socket, it's just easier. Okay, then while we got that off, we tighten that up. Just grab me a new O-ring, because since we take it apart and surface it right here, I want to put a new O-ring on as well.
I'll go grab one.
It looked like it's okay, but means we got it apart again.
I'll go grab
There's only
one
so
while
many times you can crush them.
grab them while you're putting it on.
O-ring. You can see inside there. See that little shiny piece inside there?
Yep.
That's that excessive flow check built into this part as well. So if we got one here at the tank and it fails, and the reason this is, if something should come along and shear that or it bursts, this would set that there's an excessive amount of gas passing through that other than normal use, and it draws that ball shut and it collapses it. That way the gas is really restricted before it gets to the system. O-ring,
There for you.
roll
Thank
that
you.
into there. So we got a high pressure leak fix for you too as well right there. So all the time that even before we worked on this was probably leaking, you know,
Just
in the
ever so
past.
slightly, huh?
It'd been just enough to probably where you don't smell it because the gas is heavier. So it's right here, so it's dropping down, and it's such a small leak, it's just dissipating before you can even smell the aroma of it.
Yeah, I didn't smell it and I didn't hear it either.
Right.
Just like he did.
Well, my
He was
son,
able
he's got some weird, I don't even want to say weird, but he's got this great sense of hearing that when we're working on something, if it's quiet enough, he can.
But a leak, now I hear them all.
So we're just going to take some soap suds and we're just going to mist some soap over everything. And while we're here, we'll check a few of these fixtures at the tank. Check our threads, where all the bungs, where all the. Check my bleeder. That's good. See, now this ain't working so good here, so we got to tighten that up a little bit. Okay. That's why we put the hand wheel on last. Okay. Here, follow up to my low pressure line that goes up into the service, our hose right here. It appears to be in good shape. Okay, let's go ahead and get it wrapped up. I need a couple new of the plastic rivets. Okay, easy on, easy off. Get the service off. And another thing is, some people think they need to rear down on that.
Mm-hmm.
And this here, you want to come all the way open slowly, but then it back seats as well. So you want to come all the way open with that when you use it, and then just a little snug like that, because the valve will back seat itself sealed up against that bonnet, the same as it does when you're shutting it off and it's seating it like that. You don't need to rear down on it. Like, come to where you feel just a little restriction right there, and then just another little, not even a quarter turn.
Okay.
Okay. Cover back on. A dust cover, you know, road debris, things like that. Okay, there's little rivets, they just snap in there. A lot of times they just break, but we just put new ones in every time. There we go. Okay, off, off, Yeah. Just like that, we're wrapped up.
And do you recommend the soapy water trick versus like using a gas detector?
We
Oh,
do,
definitely.
yeah, we do that.
The detector can pick up a dog fart.
Yeah, and the thing
Okay.
around here, we're in the gas
Oh,
business,
gotcha.
so they could be filling or venting a tank out there, and just the odor could be in the air.
right,
Something like
okay.
this, I can see this with my eyes. I can see this with my eyes.
Right.
And
Okay.
I trust my eyes very well, especially on something like this where our tank pressure, which is high pressure, you know, even the smallest leak, you know, it's usually going to have some bubbles. That's why we like spray it down and let it develop if it's going to happen and develop. Just like my bonnet, at first it didn't have any leak on that, but I let it sit and kind of develop and make
Right.
sure that we caught that. I take this apart, if I rotate that as if I'm shutting the valve off right there, I might need a pair of pliers, but let me see if I can get it. What happens is, you see that little O-ring that's right there?
Oh yeah.
See that O-ring, what it does as it's traveling in the bore of the nut itself right there, that travels up and down and it sweeps the wall of that bore right there. Well, this O-ring can get a little dirt, or they get wore out, or like you say, the cold weather, they get firm and not flexible, but that's where our leak was coming from. So as you going on and off, if you can visualize that, just sweeping that bore of that right there, that's generally why it leaks out that stem like that, okay? And that's why they make it a serviceable product like that. And the excessive flow check that's on your tank, this is something that what's on your tank and what it looks like. Inside there's a little check ball and a spring in there. So as the gas is coming out real forward, there's a little spring in there is kind of holding that ball open. But if too much starts coming down, it'll push that ball shut so that very little bit of gas goes out. So when I was on your tank, I could shut it off. And when I quick snap it open with an open-ended like that, that tells me that check is doing its job. It sensed that there's an excessive amount of gas leaving it, so the spring collapsed, the ball did the shut-off valve, and it was enough for me to shut this down where I can work on it.
Right.
Because it's just minimal pressure. I literally could probably hold my finger over that and stop that, instead of like draining that whole
Right.
tank and losing 20 gallons of propane in the atmosphere unnecessarily.
Right.
So that's a good thing that they have these on.
Oh, yeah.
Years ago they didn't have this stuff. You had a problem like that, you had to vent the whole tank off in the atmosphere and things like that.
The guys down at AAA Propane are knowledgeable guys. They know what they're doing. They were totally awesome. I'm so glad I found them. And for this situation, I could not recommend them more. They got me in quick. They let me film this for you guys. And their price didn't break the bank. It was well worth it to take it to a professional.